welcome back to Mommy and Wild Vegan. So today we're going to get into the Mythbusters Pregnancy Edition. So I have my little notebook here. I have it grouped together in 3 different segments. So we're going to get into the first segment. The 5 myths that I have are as follows. Avoid being on your feet to prevent swelling. So I would go ahead and say that this is a myth for me. I was a pretty active person prior to pregnancy, so I tried to continue to stay active, walking around, going to the park. I was doing some light exercise in the gym prior to the COVID shutdowns and everything else. So I wouldn't say that this is something that you should avoid. I would say if you were active before, try to stay active. If you weren't as active, try to at least stretch your body and everything else so it can help with labor. And of course, consult your doctor, midwife, whoever you are seeking medical attention from, just to make sure that you aren't overdoing it or under exercising, if that makes sense. Myth number 2, you must take prenatals in order to be healthy or have a healthy pregnancy. So for me, I was not able to take prenatals. They made me nauseous. I tried 3 different types. I tried a gummy, I tried a pill, and I also tried a liquid. The gummy that I tried was Rainbow Light. Their prenatal smell started to make me nauseous. I would literally throw it up off of the scent. As soon as I would open the top, I would be running from the kitchen, which is where I normally take my prenatals and everything else at, and I would be running to my bathroom, literally each and every single time. So I knew that I had to cut that one out. The pill, which was Mommy and Me or Baby and Me, pills from Mega Food. That one was a no-go as well. I'm not a pill taker. I've never really been a pill taker. So the fact that I had to take a pill that was about this big was not really working for me. It was very hard to swallow. Prenatal number 3, the liquid prenatal. It just wasn't the right taste. The texture was just off. It just wasn't, I don't know. I think something psyched me out as far as the word prenatal. I started to associate that with how the other ones made me feel. So wasn't able to successfully take the prenatals. I've been able to sustain a healthy pregnancy throughout my diet and just like making sure I keep my lab results current. So I needed a vitamin D supplement, which I have a liquid one. I can link the information in the description box. And then I also had a supplement, Florix, for my iron supplement, so which I can also link in the description box for you all to like view what's actually in those 2. The next myth, you only glow when you're having a boy. So I'm having a girl. I don't think there's any further explanation needed. I can get closer. But yeah, I'm having a girl. Myth number 4, no working out. So to go back to the first one, I would say that if you were pretty active before, you should remain active as long as your medical provider states that you can remain active. Excuse the beeping in the background. There's people outside in their cars trying to get other people to come out the house, I guess. Myth number 5, take vitamins. So that kind of goes hand in hand with the prenatals. I wasn't really a vitamin taker, nor was I really a pill taker. So neither one of those things really worked out for me, nor did I need it. As I stated, my vitamin levels came back 100% normal, supporting myself and the baby. And all I needed to introduce was an iron supplement and a vitamin D supplement. My iron D has always fluctuated, so that wasn't new to me. My iron levels were pretty normal. It was just to carry a baby, you need to have extra for both you and the baby. So we just introduced it just for a precautionary measure. Next segment, we'll get into things that can be myths for some people, but it may be relevant for others. So those things include, do not lay on your back. So for me personally, it's hard for me to get off the floor and it's hard for me to roll over. So I avoid laying on my back. I also did some research and it like puts pressure on your back, because when you lay backwards, your stomach is already heavy and you put pressure on your back. So it does something to like the blood vessels or blood circulation. So it's not as healthy versus if you were just by yourself, not carrying a child, and you were laying on your back. And I wasn't really a back sleeper anyway. I was always a side sleeper, so it wasn't that much to change over when I got pregnant. No hot baths. So I was a bath taker early on in the pregnancy. I just love baths in general. However, when I started to experience my sickness, that's what I had to do to cleanse myself, because I couldn't stand in the shower after I would get sick, but I wanted to be clean because I just threw up multiple times, or one time I just needed a bath to refresh my system and like clear out whatever I had left over like in my pathway, because I would take like herbal baths and things of that nature to like clear up my system and everything else. So they weren't steamy hot baths, because once you research, you'll see like how it can be negative towards you, your body, and also the baby. So I'll just leave that for you all to research. Sex while pregnant. I would say that this isn't a myth for me. We still have sex. Sex is supposed to like help with different contractions. When you go into labor, it can like help to have sex. It's a stress reliever, so that's why we continue to do what we've been doing. Avoiding microwaves. So I would say that this should be something that everyone should practice. You should avoid any unnecessary radiation in general. I normally don't really eat my food microwaved as often as I used to. During pregnancy, and I've also just been trying to get away from the microwave in general, just doing my own research on health and nutrition in general. The microwave kind of kills your food even more. They say you kill food when you cook it, but you kill it even more with the radiation waves in the microwave. So you all can like research that a little bit further. But for me, I avoid the microwave whenever someone uses the microwave. They know to warn me like, hey, I'm about to cut on microwave, or I'll have someone microwave my food for me if I need something microwaved and I don't want to heat in the oven, because I'm probably very hungry at that point. That's normally the only time that I'll use the microwave, and I normally have someone heat it up. Someone will warn me, or I just pop it in the microwave and run out the kitchen. I literally avoid the microwave at all costs. I do not do any of that extra radiation. Don't drink or smoke. I kind of feel like this one is a self-explanatory, no-brainer situation. You shouldn't really be doing that in general, health-wise. So you shouldn't be doing that when you're carrying a child, because their health is literally depending on your health level, if that makes sense. And then overall, how to have a healthy pregnancy. So I've touched on this like throughout the different segments that I just discussed, but my midwife just advised, she's also vegan. She's been vegan for like over 15 years. So she just advised like eat the rainbow. Once you are past that stage of like morning, evening, afternoon sickness, whatever you go through, hopefully you don't have to suffer through it. You can introduce the foods back in and have food from each food group. Not each food group, each vitamin group, like your iron levels, so like kale, chickpeas for protein, things of that nature. Try to have like eat the rainbow is what she calls it. Watching who you're around and their energies that they're placing upon you, just making sure that people who are around you are in a good headspace, making sure that their energies aren't rubbing off on you is also a major thing when it comes to being healthy overall, because the baby also absorbs other people's energies. So you have to think about the child prior to you. So think about, hey, is this person good to be around me? But is their energy also going to taint the baby? Also, another way to have a healthy pregnancy would be to just have fun, do your research, and try not to let it seem like pregnancy is blocking your fun or blocking whatever you want to do. You can still do different things. Like I still want to like do like amusement park stuff, or just like go to different parks and things of that nature. But of course it will be a modified version. Like I can't just go on a roller coaster, but I'm not upset about that. This is a choice that I made, so of course I'll make the necessary modifications. I'll just go to like the water park, but try to look at it in the positive light. So that's one thing. And then whenever you're like having like your mood swings or anything of that nature, just have people that you can talk to and vent to. Having someone like your spouse or close friend, mom, dad, whoever, that can understand you, like when you are going through the motions, that's a good thing as well. When you are trying to get through pregnancy, have healthy mental, healthy physical, and healthy spiritual capacity is a very major thing that you need to focus on. So I think that's all that I wanted to cover. You all can leave questions in the comment box if you have any questions. I'll link the Floridix and the vitamin D supplement that I'm actually taking in the description box. And as always, have a great day, everyone. Thank you.